Mr. Chairman. I call the Honourable David Carter.
Mr. Chairman, to assist the debate, I want to make it clear on the Government's position with regards to Supplementary Order Paper 85 in the name of the Honourable Damien O'Connor. Can I first make this point with regards to this legislation? Government has been aware for some time of the risk that the redemption risk posed on Fonterra's ability to maximise growth potential for itself and for its farmers. On that basis, Government has worked closely with Fonterra as it has developed a proposal to take to its shareholders called Trading Amongst Farmers. I do not accept the allegation just made by Mr O'Connor that I argued there was never a need for a second vote amongst farmers. That was a decision entirely for Fonterra.
That's right.
Fonterra made the decision to have a second vote amongst its farmers, and it was supported by 66.5% of the farmers that voted. That is a mandate. That is a mandate on which Fonterra has said it is proposing to proceed with trading amongst farmers. Government's job, therefore, is to enable the legislation to proceed, to enable trading amongst farmers to proceed. In the meantime, the Labor Party has got itself into a very difficult position because the member who has just spoken, Damien O'Connor, simply does not understand the legislation, and indeed he's not alone in that case. There's a group of very vocal Fonterra shareholders who have failed to grasp exactly what this legislation is doing. Having accepted the vote has taken place, Government is proceeding with the legislation to enable Fonterra to deliver trading amongst farmers in November. It is not the Government's position, therefore, that we accept what is probably a meaningless SOP in a position to try and buy Labor's support on this legislation. If Labor have chosen not to support the dairy farmers in New Zealand, who have voted in a very public manner, then that is a decision for the Labor Party to make. And I accept that they've got every ability. But with regards to supporting an SOP, which then starts to interfere with the constitutional matters of Fonterra, Government will not support it. Government will not support it. It is interesting to note the Fonterra shareholders themselves had a vote on the size of the fund and voted against it. I understand they're going to run a further vote later this year, and that's where this matter should be determined. It should be determined by Fonterra directors and their shareholders with votes at annual general meetings. It should not become part of public policy and passed here in the House in an effort to save the embarrassment for the Labor Party that has misinterpreted where Fonterra's shareholders would vote. My job here is to facilitate this legislation to give Fonterra and its shareholders the best opportunity they have to create wealth for themselves and wealth for New Zealand, and I wish them the very best of luck in doing so.
I call the Honourable Member Grant Robertson.